Mm-hmm.
What are
Who
you
said
big?
that to you?
It says this is what happens when your grandpa is a homicide detective and left to babysit.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So we are live.
What?
Jen and Pete, Mixin babes, because you're a babe. I'm a babe.
Totally.
Hey, I know
You
you're a
tell me all
babe,
the time.
right? I mean, I'm a babe, right? So we'll see who's going to be doing the mixing tonight because it sounds like you might be. I mean, are
Well,
you
I
going
do.
to do something new or are you going to do something like,
Oh, I was going to do my normals, but I may
know?
have to do some more of those frosty O's.
Oh, do you now? See,
I may
and
have to.
did you made banana frostios, didn't you?
I did. I added some banana to the last one.
How
It
did
was
that go?
okay. I
It was
mean, it was
okay.
vapeable for sure.
Because you
Uh,
used Loran's
uh,
banana
yes, Marine's banana cream.
banana cream. Okay.
Um, so yeah, I did that last time. I'm trying to think what else I put in. I could put strawberry in it.
Well, I'm
Uh,
trying to think. What would you put? What kind of fruits would you put in Frosted Flakes or Frosted Cheerios? Strawberry would be good.
yeah,
I
I
think
do strawberry.
strawberry would be good. Maybe blueberry.
No,
No
I don't do
blueberry.
blueberry.
Hi, Dyer.
Blueberry sucks.
No, no blueberry. Okay. Um, yeah, I think strawberry. I mean, what I'm that of course you always see. Well, she already did the bananas, and she said it was okay.
It was okay.
So
Yeah,
she's trying to decide,
okay.
like, what other fruit could she put in with her frosted Cheerios slash flakes.
I I do have peach.
Oh, well, oh,
I have peach and juicy peach.
well, you're peach.
Do
I mean,
I know?
peach in the peach. Peach in the peach.
Exactly. What else I got back here? Hang on. Apple, but um,
Yeah, apple. Yeah, yeah. Apple really only goes good in Apple Jacks. Y'all with your raspberry, I swear.
yeah, I don't do raspberry either, Dyer. I don't do raspberry or blueberry. Either one.
Everything with y'all people go just immediately go for the raspberry. What is up with that?
I don't
Cherry is where it's at, or pomegranate. Pomegranate.
know. Ooh, you know what I got over here?
Tangerine. Strawkinana. What?
I can put some of that in there. Have a little.
Strawkinana. Okay, so strawkinana is a strawberry kiwi banana mix. It is not custard based. It is not anything based. It's
Right,
just
just
strawberry,
fruit.
kiwi, and banana.
And
Um,
you know, I only grabbed this because of my three pizza guys who ordered juice from me.
they like the strawkinana.
They like the fruit stuff.
Okay, I like the fruit stuff.
There's one guy who has completely torn up that blueberry jam. He loves your blueberry jam.
Who was it? Somebody ordered blueberry jam the other day. Um, it was somebody new who ordered the blueberry jam. I had to make a new bottle of it. I didn't have enough.
What? That's what I thought. All right, I
So,
think we're going. No, because I'm doing the Sharkina, I'm gonna keep it small.
so strawkinana with the Frostios.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what are we thinking? 10%, 15%,
See, this is
20?
your job, cause I
This is my
don't
job.
know.
This is my job. All right. Um, so
Obviously, we want Frosty O to be the. We want to hint the fruit, not. Oh my God, there's fruit in this.
Because I feel like if you put too much fruit in it, it's going to turn into like Tricks or Fruity Pebbles or
Right, right.
Fruit Loops.
So there's nothing
Um,
wrong with that. God dang it. I just dropped my tip.
your tip of the tip on your drip tip?
The unicorn tip. It rolled off a paper towel.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And it
Okay,
saw what was
so
under my desk. Holy crap. Hang on. I'll be back.
she going diving, people.
Leave me
Uh,
alone. That's a bitch. It went into the black hole.
oh, okay. David's here,
Luckily,
so
I have more.
yeah. He said now you're gonna have to wash it.
No, it died. The black
It,
hole sucked it up.
oh, it's just gone.
Yep, it's gone.
Her vacuum cleaner was gonna find it one day.
But no worries. Look, I have a whole bag full.
Oh, those kind of tips. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay,
Well, yeah, you have 12 million. I
I
don't have
do.
12 million.
But you know where to get more. That's my point.
Sorry.
The cats will get that actually. She has three of them, so
No,
and
I'm
they're.
just doing that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. One passed away.
Actually, you know what?
Which one did was it? Dipstick. Dipstick passed away.
Yeah, dipstick.
Dipstick passed away.
I
He's
did.
not named Dipstick because he's stupid. He was named Dipstick because his tail was black when he was little, and it looked like an oil dipstick. So, but yeah, so he's he wasn't stupid though.
No,
My
but he
dad
was
used
really old.
my dad used to call my brother Dipstick because he would do stupid shit.
Aha! Found it.
So,
I'm like, why can't I find the other bottle? I done put it in a little bit bigger bottle. I don't remember what these are. These are 50s. Let's go with 50s. That's the problem with ordering different bottles. You never know what size they are.
um, I mean, I can tell you what size they are.
Well, here's the 30,
Uh huh.
and then there's this.
Yeah, that's not a 60. It's got to be a 50.
That's what I was thinking. Because the
Where did you
60s
get
that
50s?
I don't know, some website. I don't
Oh,
know. Probably Amazon, where I
Amazon.
get every fucking thing.
I know.
Speaking of
No matter.
everything,
I got. Oh
I got a
no.
box today.
Uh-oh. What's your cat?
This box,
Opening an opening box. More content, people. You got gorilla bottles?
I did.
From
Because
whom?
I was running out of the 120s, and I found these on 8 Date for. Now, I don't order in your quantity, so don't tell me how cheap you get them. But I got these. I got like 50 of them for 50 cents each. Not
I
just
was gonna say, if you got 50 of them for 50 cents, I need to know where you got them from.
right.
'Cause, right? Hi,
No,
Casey.
no, no. 8 Date
Um,
um, sold
Now
them.
you are aware of the fact that those tops are stupid difficult to get off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a little bit of a trick to it. I could show you. Maybe.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
could show you.
I was running out of the 120s that I have.
I could,
And
yeah.
this one dude at the pizza place, he orders like 4 bottles at a time. So I'm like, okay, I better get some more bottles because the ones that I have, I want to keep. You know why? They're the coolest thing ever.
I actually use wire cutters, Dorothy. And would you guys like to see the trick to taking the tops off? Okay.
Showing trick, showing trick.
Hopefully this won't
Look,
go because it'll go flying, people. But it's
look.
a What?
Isn't that cool? I don't want to give these
What?
away anymore, so I'm going to
I
keep the
wouldn't
last
give
couple
those
I got.
away either. What the hell?
It's
All
got the
right.
measurements already on it.
Right? Of course, there's no
Look,
telling how accurate that is, but you know.
actually, I measured it out because I thought the same thing. I was like, be all right. But no, turned out pretty
Okay.
close. And for as
So
little as I do, I mean,
I use a pair of wire cutters to do this, but probably a screwdriver, a knife.
is there
Not a
blade?
knife. A knife might damage it too much. Not a knife. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on my bottle, y'all. Hopefully it doesn't. And if you, it might go flying. Just saying. Oh,
It
there's
won't
my phone.
taste
All right,
too.
it might go flying. All right, so you have a Gorilla bottle. Now you need to look, and please excuse my nails. I had to take them off. You need to look right here at this, um, where the top meets the bottle. Like you could see it right now. If you have good nails or whatever, I mean, you could try to pry it off. But if you look around there, you're gonna find a part right at the end of the thread. There's a divot. There's a little. I don't even know if you can see that. Let's see.
No, not on the black ones.
Let's see here. I can't see my screen very well. I'll try to get up close here. See, there it is. You see that divot? It's right. Oh, see, it's going out of focus. There you go. There's a divot in the plastic. Ah, there we go. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Okay, see that little crescent shape right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not on the lid itself, but in the bottle.
In the bottle. See,
Okay.
and I just poured juice all over my, because there's still some juice in this bottle. I don't know if this is enough actually to last me the weekend or not. Um,
Let's see if these have
but
it. It does.
yeah, okay, so there's that little divot. Look at this, I got juice on my mat. All right, so I will. Okay, so I take my wire cutters and I put it in that little divot there and I pop it off.
All right.
And it pops off relatively undamaged. All right, but it will go flying, people. It will go flying. All right, and then you can pop them back on pretty easily. All
Interesting.
right, so that is how you get the tops off the Gorilla bottles if you need
Okay.
to reuse them. There's a little divot
It's a
right
did.
right at the end of the what do you call it, the thread. Okay. Yeah, I've tried that though, Scuba. It doesn't work. I've tried using pliers. I've tried biting it off. I've tried, it doesn't always work. Okay. That divot though, that divot seems to be a definite, works every time kind of thing.
Hi,
All right.
Casey.
So,
All right. So we have
y'all,
Frostios
I need to show you this though.
and we have Starkey
Y'all
Nana.
do realize this weekend is Father's Day, right?
So I heard. I don't
It's,
have to worry about that anymore.
I can't, I was going to hum the Star Wars theme and I'm losing it. Dun, 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 dun. No, no, that's Superman. Dun, dun. How about this? We'll do the Imperial March. Bum, 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 bum. Burr, 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 burr,
Oh my God, it's got
burr,
his
burr,
name all over.
burr, 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 burr,
Oh my God.
burr, 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 burr.
He'll never take it off, like ever.
He's wearing his Batman shirt today. Here, come show me your Batman shirt. I like this one. Is that one cool? Batman, he's cool.
I do like that one.
Oh, Dyer said it's a less than ugly shirt, so less than ugly.
There
I
you
like
go.
it.
Happy
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. So, okay.
Send it to. What we doing? How we doing it?
Scuba, David said he's sorry that he missed you on Mother's Day. But happy Father's Day, just to say. Is this an inside joke or something that I'm not
Apparently,
aware of?
it
Like,
must be.
just a general insult, or like, what's going on here? All right. So, what you doing?
Yeah. We got two flavors.
Somebody else is mixing. I'm all about it.
I got my Frosty O concentrate, and I got my Strocky Nana concentrate
Woo woo.
from Higgy's, of course. And we're going to make some Cheerios with strawberry, kiwis, and bananas.
Okay. So Cheerios, frosted Cheerios slash
Okay.
flat. Now, in your opinion, since you've been vaping it for a week now or so,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
do you feel it's more of a frosted flakes or a frosted Cheerios?
It could still go either way.
It could go either way. Okay.
I think if there was a little bit more of the AP in it, you could probably get away with definite Cheerios, but it could literally go, it's up to interpretation at this point.
Okay. All right. So now if you were having a bowl of Cheerios, what would you put in it?
If it was me, it would just be bananas.
But you said that was just meh.
Right, but that one was just, okay. So, yeah. Aside from that, it would be strawberries for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're okay with throwing some kiwi in there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, can't go wrong with kiwi.
Kiwi is delicious. I think I remember the first time I ever had a kiwi. It wasn't while I was living at home. This was definitely after I had, ventured out on my own. Because kiwi was one of them fancy fruits that we never kept at the house.
Right, right. Yeah, we didn't get that as a house either.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much apples and bananas and
Oranges.
oranges, yeah. But rarely strawberry. Occasionally we might have watermelon. Watermelon, we'd have watermelon.
Oh, for sure.
Um, and occasionally strawberries, but rarely anything more exotic than that. My dad was a very frugal person. So, some of them other fruits can get a little expensive.
Right. For sure.
All right, so I mean, I guess I'd start at 20%. 20% of the flavoring. So
Okay.
3% um, of the Strocky Nana
Mm-hmm.
and 12% the Frostios.
That's only 15%.
I know.
Okay.
But 3 is 20% of 15.
I see what you mean. All right. So, what did we say? 12 and 3?
Yeah. Do I need to pull up a calculator and
I
give you
got
the
my
actual?
e-juice me up right
You got
here.
to e-juice me up. All right, so guys, if you need an e-juice calculator, there are several of them out there. eliquidrecipes.com has a great one. If you want one that's local and not in need of internet access, you can download the eJuice Me Up software. It is shareware, so it's free to download. I'm sure
Completely free.
the developers would love it if you'd kick them a few bucks, but you don't have to. I can't remember. You just do a Google search for eJuice Me Up. You'll find it.
All right. Well, for this, since I have the concentrate bottles that have needles on them, I mean, needle tip on them.
You have a scale.
No. I'm breaking out my little bitty beaker.
Okay, so again, if you mixing by volume, but she loves this thing. Check this thing out. It is a 10 milliliter beaker.
Beaker. Now,
All right, you know those syringes that I use on the flavors? Those are 12 milliliters. So this beaker is actually smaller than one of those
they
syringes.
came in a set. Okay, so I have my 200 mil. I got, what is this one? This is 100. And there's another one that I'm missing, the 50. Oh, it's in
I
the
was like
same.
50.
And then there's 10.
And then a 10.
And it's just a freaking cute. Okay. So according
Well,
to
no.
my handy dandy calculator, I need 6 milliliters.
Milliliters.
Because I'm making 50.
That does not look like you're holding it even.
Well,
It looks
that's
like you're.
because my camera is at an angle, lady.
Okay, I'll give you that. But still,
I put it down and measure. Just, you know what? I got this. I was taught
you
by the
got
best.
this. You got this. All
Okay.
right.
I was taught by the best.
You were.
I was taught by her. All right, there we go. Pour it in. And look, hang on. Bring it up where I can see myself. Oh, I got a text message. Okay. Look, I got me a little bit filter or funnel too.
I have a little bit funnel like that too. Those are so great. Just looks like she's flavoring her lap. I know she doesn't have a desktop camera set up, so she's gonna have to hold it up and show you. Do you have a desktop camera set up?
No.
She says, I don't need you to see my messy desk.
Right? God, the things that you guys cannot see right now. Thank you,
I've
Jesus.
seen it.
Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna pour my little 6 milliliters in my little baby funnel, in my little baby cheese bottle. All right, there's my frosty oats.
How big
Okay,
a bottle are you making? Wait, that's right. Is that right?
look, lady,
Because it should be 6 milliliters. How big a bottle are you making?
50.
That is not right, dude.
It's 6 milliliters of frosty oats and 1.5 of.
Oh, Frostios. I thought you were doing the Stracciatella. Never mind. Okay.
You know what? Quit thinking when you're not used to it.
I'm gonna shut up. It's mini mixin. Yeah, it's mini mixin. Does that
It is.
thing do 1.5? Or are you
Yeah.
just gonna eyeball it?
Well, I am eyeballing it. It doesn't do halves at all, but I can do it.
It's a mini mixin.
If it has a little extra strawberry and kiwi and nanner, I'm not gonna be upset.
Well, Scuba, I mean, this is just normal. Like when I mix, I only make a 30 ml bottle, so she's actually making bigger than I normally would make.
I'm a size queen.
What'd you say?
I'm a size queen. What can I say?
I am not gonna go there. I know too much. I know too much.
Okay.
This is the
Uh,
problem whenever you have besties hanging out.
we have all these inside jokes that
I
nobody
know
gets.
way too much.
All right. Nicotine time. I do have some base left, but I don't think there's enough to fill up my whole 50 ml bottle.
Yeah. How big a
So
bottle is that?
this one's 500 mils, and it's just
That might be enough.
it might.
It'd be pushing it.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it.
Pushing it. So she took my advice, and she made a.
You know what? I ain't gonna risk it.
Oh,
I can always add more Fiji.
right. You could. So she made a bottle of base, which
But
is
Jen,
basically PGVG and nicotine without the flavoring. Okay, so she made a big bottle of that. So now, and if she definitely did it the way that we do it here, is you make the base based on having 15% flavoring. That way, if you use a little less, use a little bit more flavoring, it's not going to screw up the nicotine content or the PGVG ratio too bad. I mean, it will alter it, but likely not enough that you would notice. Okay, I mean, like for instance, let's say you use 20% flavoring instead of 15. So
we got a drip. We got a
if
drip.
you use 20% flavoring and then you used your base that's calculated for 15, you're talking, let's say it's a 30-70 blend at 3 milligrams of nicotine. Well, now you've changed it from a 30-70 blend to a 35-65 blend, and your nicotine content is going to go down from 3 to like 2.8. Okay, I mean
Mm.
it's a small enough amount that you're not going to notice. You're not going to notice the difference. I mean, I guess some people might, but for the most part, you're not going to notice. It's a very um,
All right.
minor
For those of y'all who don't believe me
fluctuation.
when I preach how talented Jen is at this shit, what were your exact words when we were debating whether or not it would fill it up?
I said it'd be pushing it.
It is empty. Hang on, let me pull the camera up so I make sure you can see.
I said it would be pushing it.
Tell me she ain't awesome.
Well, I
By
needed to
looking
know
at
the
it.
size. Well, you said it was a 500 milliliter, so basically I was looking at it and I said, is that a tenth of the bottle? Because a 10, you could get 10 50 ml bottles out of that, right?
Well, it also helps that she's also a math nerd.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. A little
I
bit.
was I, I was in honors math in high school. Like I was a year ahead then because I was really good
So
at
we
math,
would just add
which is
about.
really weird for artistic people. Artistic people are generally not good at math. When I went to college, there was one math class, just one. And it was funny because I've talked to the teacher, and he actually, the math that he taught was actually, a lot of people will tell you that they hated taking statistics, and what the math he taught was really statistics based. It was very statistics
Easy for you to say.
based. No, it's not easy for me to say at all. But um, but I caught on to it pretty quickly, and I did really well in the class. And he said he goes, there was one other math teacher that also taught the same class, um, and I had heard that this other math teacher was really difficult, and made the class very difficult. And he's like, and he pulled me aside once. He's like, he goes, I've talked to this teacher before, and I've asked him like why. Actually, I think it was a her, but he's like, why are you making this class difficult? It's not like there's a follow up class for them. Okay, it's the only math course available at this college. It's only there to make the college degree an accredited degree. It's not like they need this information to move on to another level of class. Like there's no follow up. He's like, why are you making it difficult? It's better to just make it easy and let them get the credit. I mean, and he said with artists, he goes, it was exactly opposite. Like most classes, you have the bell curve, right? Bell curve meaning you have a few students that do extremely well, most of the students do average, and then you have a few students who fail, right? There's your bell curve. He goes, with artists, it's an inverted bell. You have a whole bunch that do really well, you have a couple that just do average, and then you have a whole bunch that fail.
Yeah,
He says it is one or the other. Either you artists get it or you just don't. And no amount of coaching is going to help you get it. Like
right.
because artists just cannot math. They just can't. Um, I was one of the artists that could math.
Yeah, I was kind of a math nerd as well. I'll never forget my dad told me when I was really, really young. He said, "This is how I know you're going to do something that involves math." And I went, "Huh?" And he said, "Every time we talk about directions, you always talk in numbers, whether it's exit numbers, mile markers, whatever it is. It's always numbers. It's never streets." And I went, "Yep, that's sure do. Get off at exit 5. You go 5 miles, east or whatever, left."
See, all right, Magellan. I do. What is with that shit? Okay, people that go east. All right, really?
Yeah, no,
You
left.
expect me to know which way east is?
What's funny is I said east and I went, I don't even know. Is that east? I don't think it was east. No, it's left. I know it's left.
Yeah, no, don't expect me to know which way fucking east is.
Right. Do I turn left or right at the Chick-fil-A?
Do I go past or turn at the Piggly Wiggly? That's all I need to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Exactly. But and
I
I'm
mean, if
on
I'm on
an
interstates, I can generally figure out if I'm going north, south, east, or west. If
right.
I'm on
That's
an
about it.
interstate, but once I get on surface streets, don't fucking ask me which way I'm going.
No, because then I got to think of where the sun is, and then the trajectory, and then if you're
I
facing
have
this
to
way
think
and the
about the
sun's over
closest
here.
interstate and which way it's going.
Yes, I do too. So
And
this,
don't even, and if the closest interstate is the perimeter, I mean, that's just fuck all.
yeah, no,
For those of you who don't know, the perimeter would be the one that goes around like this. So it actually changes directions depending on where you are. Okay, like,
and
if
it's
you're
not
in,
even the right direction.
I
So
know, it's like it
when
changes
you're,
at the weirdest places. I
yeah,
mean, on your on the top end, you'd think it's, I mean, yeah, it's east west, but then somewhere over here, it
it's
becomes north
freaking,
south.
yeah,
It's not
and you're
really a
like,
north
I'm not
south.
going
Okay.
south yet. You know how I know? Because the sun's right in my eyeballs. That's how I know I'm not going south. But I'm on 25 south. Okay. Anyway,
This is what happens when you don't advertise. There's like seven of us here with no chat. I'm so glad you came tonight. I would be dying right now.
well, go advertise then. Go
I
leave
don't have
yourself
any
out.
graphics for me and you.
Well, you
I
don't need
mean,
a graphic. Put a meme up.
I did make the little intro graphic. Let's see.
Okay, see,
Okay,
there you go.
I'll do that one.
So this is how I know that eating keto is not exactly right. It's not exactly the best thing for you. You know how I know?
How do you know?
Because I was making a burger today for lunch, and the grease jumped out of the pan and landed on my finger and gave me like a 12-degree burn. It hurts so bad. Um, and all I can think of is, you know what? Donuts wouldn't have done this. A
Did
banana wouldn't have done this.
no, a banana wouldn't have done this.
You
And a
know
banana has carbs.
exactly. That's how I know that keto's maybe not the best thing for me. It's trying to kill me. No, I'm
Mm.
kidding. Okay,
Where did it burn you at?
right on the knuckle,
Oh,
right on the knuckle. So I am
oh,
feeling it every time I move my hand.
oh.
Lovely. Um,
It put up the wrong it put up
that's Satan.
um the wrong
I got to finish my vanilla
thumbnail.
nuts. I got just a
Yeah.
smidgen of vanilla nuts left in here. I got to finish that.
Add to your post. There you go. Jenna
Oh,
Peach.
I do have a story for you.
I like stories.
You remember the other day I was telling you one of my groups has Treat Someone Tuesday. Okay? What we do in this group, normally we just
It's
wait
called
for
what on Tuesdays?
Treat Someone Tuesday.
Treat someone Tuesday. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally in this group, we just wait for the admin people to post like the super great deals on Amazon and we go buy. But on Treat Someone Tuesday, everybody posts their wish list from Amazon. And the only stipulation is that it has to have something, at least one or two things under $10. That's it.
Okay.
So, and the idea is you post your link and then you go bless somebody or two or three or whatever.
Pay it forward.
So, you know me.
I
I
do know
kind of like
you.
to do the pay it.
Guys, you don't understand. Like being around, like seriously, being around Peach just makes you a better person. Okay. All right.
It
Because
makes me
she
cry.
does these really sweet things just out of the blue. Like, for example, she'll be here. Okay. And believe me, it's not like this lady is rolling in money. Okay. I mean, she's not a pauper or anything, but she's not rolling in money. But she enjoys just being generous to people, even whether or not she can afford it. Okay. And she'll be hanging out here, and she'll be like, "Hey, do you want you want something to eat? I'm buying." And she pulls up Uber Eats, and she finds or
DoorDash.
DoorDash, pulls up DoorDash, and she'll order something for herself, and then she'll order something for me, and then she'll just order an extra sandwich, like something that everybody likes, like chicken sandwich, burger, whatever. And when the DoorDash person gets here, she says, "Okay, this is mine. This is yours. Here you go. This is your lunch. Thank you for bringing us food."
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
She just does it.
It's fun.
She just does
Well,
it.
all right. So, needless to say, I'm all over Treat Someone Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I went in and I got a couple little things for, I $5, $12, whatever. And this one girl posted, she goes, "Here's my family food list." And I went, "I don't think this means what you think it means." But I go, look, and it's staples. It's cereal and lunch meats. And I said, wait. Are you up here telling me that you don't have the money for basic food groups, like whatever? I said, I need you to post your Venmo or your Cash App because I got to fix this. So she did. And as it turned out, thanks to David, I got a little bonus this week.
Yeah. So here's the awesome thing, guys. If you got some extra time on your hands, you want a little bit extra money, or if you want to be sweet to us, of course you're gonna have to pick which one of us you like better. Okay. I mean, because
There's
she's
no question you will.
she's about to give you her referral link, and then, or basically, if you want to DoorDash, okay, DoorDash pays pretty well. All right. I mean, there's a bit of a learning curve to kind of learn when it's most active and when you're going to get the best, orders and whatnot, or deliveries. But it pays pretty well. David's been door dashing, and so what Miss Peach did is she gave David a referral link, and David signed up under the referral link. And what happens is if the person who you refer does 270, 200 deliveries in the first 60 days, then you get a $700 bonus. And the person who referred you gets an $800 bonus. And that happened last week.
Yeah, David
David
needed quota.
completed his 200 deliveries in the first 60 days. And so we got a $700 bonus. She got an $800 bonus. And she's really liking us right now.
Yeah, huh? My favorite people. Um, so I decided to bless her, and I won't go into details, but I blessed her. Okay. And later on, she posted a picture of all the groceries that she brought, that she went and bought that day. And I was like, that is why I do what I do. That right there, the fact that I know that you, your fiance, and your baby are all going to eat good for the next week or so, it's a good thing.
See, guys, just knowing her makes you a better person.
But I told that story to tell you this one. So yesterday, I get some Amazon packages, as I do.
She does.
And like,
She might
I'm,
be more addicted to Amazon than I am.
I'm not even kidding. Hang on.
She said, "Well, we can't see. She's about to show us."
Look. You see this stack of boxes right
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of boxes right there. All right. So I got probably 4 big boxes and 2 envelopes of stuff that I had ordered. I was fully
Christmas
expecting.
boys.
And I go through and I start popping these things open and I'm like, oh, this is my wallpaper. Oh, it's my scraper. Whatever. And then I opened up one that I went, what the hell? Somebody gifted me. All right. So I have become addicted to some homemade iced coffee.
Oh, have you now?
I have, because I have a friend who makes coffee.
Oh,
And
who's that friend? Oh,
um,
that's me.
yeah, her. And so I had a whole bag of Nilla Nuts coffee and I put it in my French press. Well, I now have skinny curls from a company called Jordan's. and there's 0 calories and it is 0 carbs. And I said,
Zero carbs.
what? So I bought, the little sample pack or whatever, and I put a bunch of these on my wish list. I got some toasted marshmallow syrup. Oh my God.
Does it have that
I
burnt flavor to it?
Not really. No, it's just that woodsy kind of smell, like taste.
Okay.
And then I added a little bit of my mocha, and I had me a s'more. It was a
Ooh,
s'more.
what was a s'more?
So exciting
Nice. In a coffee.
in a
S'mores
coffee.
coffee. Nice.
Yeah. So
Nice. In an
that's my
iced coffee.
and a nice coffee. Yeah.
Nice.
And then most of the so I did all of my treats. I did all of them anonymous. Every last one of them, I just signed from your cheapest loot friend. And most of them are going to get theirs on Tuesday
So
or
wait,
Wednesday.
back up. You did what?
So when you send a gift,
Uh-huh.
you can send it to their address and
Right.
it'll let you sign who it's from.
Right.
So instead of it leaving it my name, I changed it and said your cheapest bleep friend.
You're
The name
cheap.
of the group is cheapest bleep.
Oh, cheap as bleep. Okay.
Yeah, cheapest bleep. Right, Scuba?
So
I
cheap
mean,
AF and basically cheap AF.
yeah.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, it's your friend. So they don't even know who's sending them stuff. And I had so much fun doing this shopping. Because like this one lady had a bag of Dunkin' Donuts coffee on there. And I went, she's gonna need a mug with that coffee. And so I went to her profile and found out she's a mama. So I got her a mama mug that says, um, most of the time my name is mom. No, wait. My name is mom, but most of the time it's mom, 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 mom. I was like, oh, that'll make her giggle. Um,
Mom, mom,
ma,
mom, mama,
yeah.
mommy, mom. What?
Hi. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so much fun though, and I get
Now my mother comes in here.
I trained her well.
I have trained her well. When I was a teenager, she didn't always respond to mom when we were out in public because there were like, 18 other kids within earshot going, mom, mommy, mom. So I
Yep.
started calling her Donna. Donna, what?
So the trick that I did for the exact same reason is first of all, when we would go into some place, I would turn them away from me and I would ask them, what color shirt do I have on? And they would, tell me whatever color it was. And then I would make them say my name and my phone number before I would turn them loose wherever we were. And they knew if they needed to find me, they would holler Marco. And I'd say, Paul, and same thing with them. If I need to find you, and if I'm,
Marco.
yeah, I don't need you to come here. I need to know where you are.
You're right. I just
You
need
don't
to
need to
check
come
in.
running if I holler your name. But if I say Marco, just reply so I know
Roll
where you're.
call.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Casey Lynn, that is just wrong.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
All right. So review time.
Okay.
I am several vapes in. The Nilla Nuts is now gone. We are strictly Frosted O's and Strocky Nana.
Tell me what you taste.
I think this is better than the straight banana cream that I did, but it may have the kiwi may be throwing it.
Okay.
You know what? Let's
He
play with
wants to know
what
if that's a Delta. No, that's a, what is that? That's a, what
what
is a Delta a tank or a mod? See, this is why
what
we need scuba.
what are we talking about?
I think he's asking about your mod or your tank, one or the other. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
so I have the Zeus RT8 or D8. What do I have, Jen?
Oh, the Zeus X. You have the Zeus X, like what
What
I have.
Yeah, the one we bought together. Remember? You
Zeus
were helping.
X
Zeus X.
RTA.
I have the Zeus X, and I have the Scar 18.
She's a smock gal.
I really am.
Most of her mods are smock based.
Yeah,
I know she has the mag. I know you've had a bunch of smocks.
I
Um,
do. I've got a lot of the TF-16s. I have Prince. I have the Beast. I have the King.
well, those are all
Yeah.
tanks, but your mods have primarily been smock. She does have her T
Actually,
class. I know you have the T
I'm
class.
more of an Aegis.
Oh, they're okay. She's got her Aegis Legend. Okay.
Yeah, as far as mods go, I'm more of an Aegis because I've got all the Aegises. I got the boost. Uh, the little mama one, the baby one, and I got another legend that I ain't opened yet.
I bought a legend for this is our apocalypse. I haven't even opened the box yet. It's still sitting over there. It's like still sealed. I haven't even opened it yet. For David, I bought him a legend because he's so rough on his mods. And that's supposed to be indestructible.
Yep, it is. I can vouch.
And for me, I got the Aegis X, the one with the screen, the big screen. But I got it in gold with a matching gold Zeus X.
So I got the Jade Aegis.
Okay.
That's the one I haven't opened yet. But I'm so tempted because it's so pretty.
That is apocalypse, vapocalypse devices there. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
open them up
with my
until all the
other
other ones are dead.
with my other Zeus X. Yeah, those are my apocalypse ones. But yeah, the Scar 18, I am I this has become my favorite. I like it.
You've
Now
been using that one for a while now.
maybe it's because of the tank that I have on this one because I
It's
do have the
possible.
Zeus X on this one.
It's possible.
You know what? Let's trade. Let's see which mod I like better.
Well, I'm thinking it might actually work better with the Aegis. I mean, they're both geek vape, so you
Let's see.
know, they might work better together. I don't know. I got my geek vape on my IPV. Y'all know me. I'm an IPV girl. I still got to get my 6X back from Richard.
All right. I think this is pro. Oh wait, I know why I didn't do this.
It doesn't look good.
No. It looks fine, but the
What
this
color is it?
particular
The rainbowy one?
no, actually,
It's
I got the
gunmetal?
gunmetal. Yeah, I
Okay.
know. Shocker, right?
Very much. Y'all,
Oh no, it was
this is a very bright colored. She had the nerve to try and tell me yesterday that she's not extra.
not extra. Anyway,
She said, well, maybe I'm a little extra. So,
all right. So my the Scar 18 was on 47 watts. This was at 62. There's a lot more strawberry in the 62. But let's take this one down. Let's go down to 40.
I wonder if, because it's got banana cream in it, if that wattage thing will adjust the flavors. I think it might.
Yeah, on the lower end, I get more kiwi.
Woo!
The higher end, I get the strawberry. So I need to
Yep,
go higher.
that's what should happen. Yeah. Woo woo.
All right, so we're gonna go back up to 60.
So guys, and I know he took it down, but we absolutely used to love this video that Vaping with Vic put up when he first tried Aries Ram, because we called it the user's guide to Aries Ram. And so he explained that if you use a minuscule amount of menthol, which Aries Ram does not have, or if you use vanilla, which Aries Ram does have, that you get this magical thing that happens where you can adjust which flavor comes out more depending on your wattage. Um, and he took down all of his juice reviews a long time ago, so you can't find the video anymore. But it was a fun video because he talked about how, like if you turn the wattage down, the kiwi would come out first, and if you were kind of in the middle, you would taste um, I think it was the watermelon, and if you went up higher, you would taste the strawberry. He didn't really talk about when the raspberry would come out on it, but yeah, because the banana in the Strawkey is not just a straight up banana, it is a banana cream. I suspected it would do something very similar in that the flavors would shift and you could sort of tailor, kind of what you want to taste based on your mood that day, which is kind of fun to experiment with.
My child is a fishing nerd. He just sent me a picture of a fish.
It looks like a small fish.
Yeah, this one is not a bluegill, but it's not a striper either. I don't know what the hell that one is. But he is actually going fishing with my boss tomorrow. Because my boss is also a crazy fisher guy. And they've been trash talking each other for months. And they are finally going fishing together tomorrow. I'm like, y'all have fun. I'm not going. I was going to go, and then he says, it's a pretty good hike. And I went, hiking? I thought we were going fishing. Because I don't stay in one place. And I went, well, y'all have fun with that. I don't know if you looked at me lately, but I don't do hiking. No, we don't hike. We fish. We don't
You
hike.
know what? I discovered though, hiking is walking. Just walking
Walking
on
with a purpose,
uneven ground, really. It's
right?
really all it is.
That's really all it is. You're right.
But hiking does sound more intimidating.
Right. Fuck that. I can go to a lake and sit still.
Well, see, my
But they're going
my
to a
biggest
river.
problem would be just all the bugs.
Well, that's why you
Y'all,
need I
and
use
I'm gonna
opposite.
take a poll
Eat.
here. There's not that many of us here, but I'm gonna take a poll. Does everybody know what their blood type is?
Ooh, good question. I do.
Okay, what's yours?
See anybody there?
Yeah. Anybody? Anybody? Mine is I'm O positive.
We got a frozen ball.
Oh, okay. I'll fix it.
Kieran's blood type is sugar.
Nice, Kieran. Um, okay, I am O positive. Um, O positive is a very well, it's considered the universal uh, uh, not is O negative is universal donor, which basically means that anybody out there can take O negative. That's why they'd like to stock O negative in hospitals because if you're in a bind, you're in an emergency situation, somebody needs blood, you just slap some O negative in there. It's not going to mess with their system. Okay. Um, I'm O positive, which means I'm the universal acceptor. I can actually accept any type blood and it won't mess with me. And my blood will also work on anybody else who's also positive. So it may not work in an emergency situation, but if they were short on, A positive or B positive or whatever, and they needed to use something else, they could use O positive. My type blood is in a transfusion and it wouldn't mess with somebody. So, um, because of that, the Red Cross really likes me and they hound me like vampires a lot. Um,
So this is how I know we were meant to be besties. I'm also O positive.
are you also O positive? Now, okay, so here you go. I'm going to ask you this. Now, David believes that O positive is magical blood. All right. He'd read somewhere that um, a ridiculously high percentage of people who either haven't gotten or were exposed, didn't get, or did get, but overcame it very easily and quickly, the COVID, was O positive people.
Right.
And so if you're A or B, you might have a little bit of a rougher time overcoming COVID if you get it. Um, However, another thing that apparently is, do the mosquitoes like you?
No, I never get that.
Really? Because I'm oh, they eat me alive.
Unless unless it's a really bad area, I don't ever get that.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, they will eat me alive.
Oh,
And
yeah, I always thought it was a blood type thing too.
I had read that, yeah, that was a blood type thing. That O positive, they love them some O positive blood. It's like, pate for them, caviar or some shit. They love that O positive blood.
Hmm. No, they don't make me.
All right, so I guess that's doesn't work across the board.
I'm
Any
working.
other O positive people here? Do
But
you
then
have issues?
again, I have diabetes, so my blood is tainted.
You would
Maybe
think they would like the sweeter blood.
you would think. You would think. But yeah.
Passed 1001 CompTIA working on, what does that mean? I have no idea. Hey, Gray Tower. Nope, my blood is zero. No, he didn't. What? Or is O? You O positive or O negative?
His
Um,
blood is, oh no, he didn't.
and my blood is, oh no, he didn't. Yep. So yeah, but the mosquitoes love me. Oh, they love me. So I tend to not go outside a lot because they will just attack me, and they don't really attack David. He's A positive, and they're not real big on sucking his blood. Oh, they will suck my blood. Oh, it's bad. I have been outside before, and I remember this when I was a teenager, and I was smoking, and I would go outside to smoke. And I went outside. I had on long sleeves, long jeans, socks, tennis shoes. I went outside for 10 minutes, smoked a cigarette. The motherfuckers bit me through my socks.
Oh my God.
Oh God, yeah, they love me.
Now it used to be bad back in the day, but like we can go on my back porch right now. When Autumn was here and actually all three of us would go out there, Autumn would get tore slap up. But
Yeah, I can't be outside at dusk. It's like I will lose a pint of blood a minute. I mean, they're just all over me. It's just I get all itchy just everywhere. And they don't just, and it's not just like a little, you know, most of y'all get mosquito bites. It's a little divot, right? Swells up, and after an hour, it goes down. It kind of goes away.
mhm.
Oh no, mine are like, I mean, it's just a giant.
Mm.
They love me.
Does the hot spoon help?
I never tried a hot spoon. What is that?
Yeah, if you run a spoon under hot water, and let the spoon itself heat up a little bit, and then put the
Hmm.
back of the spoon against your bite,
Hmm.
it goes away.
Huh.
It doesn't itch anymore.
I mean, yeah. Fortunately, I mean, they don't itch for very long. Like they'll itch for, like I said, about an hour or so, and then it pretty much goes away. Um, but yeah. Oh my God, they love me. Like I believe me, like I know if a mosquito gets in the house because it is attacking the ever loving shit out of me. It's
Well, that's
like,
what you get for being so sweet.
find that
Be a bitch like
motherfucker.
me.
Find that motherfucker. Oh my God.
I got the coolest thing the other day. Have you ever
What?
heard of a back? Well, I got an incense holder, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's backflow incense, where instead of it going up in the air, it goes down.
Oh, it's like a waterfall.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I got one, And
I've
unfortunately, I have
seen
to turn all the
those.
fans off for it to do what it's supposed to
I
do.
know I've seen those. They're really pretty.
They are really cool.
I have somewhere. I have it's like a box, like like this, and it has all these cut out holes on the top of it, and
Mm.
like the lid flips up, and you stick a stick in there,
Yeah.
and you light the stick, and of course the bottom of it is the tray for the ashes to fall.
Hmm.
But when you close the top, it comes out the holes in the top, and then just sort of dribbles down the side.
That's neat. Like
Yeah,
dry ice.
yeah, yeah,
Well, that's kind of what this guy's doing. Let me see if I can get him to do it.
yeah. You can't move them around too much because
Mm-mm.
oh, you got that. Okay. Look at I see it. I see it on the bottom there. Or no, it's not on the bottom, but that was
No,
just a
that's just a
reflection.
reflection. It's trying to come that way, but both my fans are on, so it's not.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. Unfortunately, the cones it came with burn really fast. Like they're good for maybe 2 minutes, and then
Really?
they're gone.
Oh gosh, because a stick
Yeah,
will
sticks
last a
are
while.
forever. But I mean, it's
I went
they're not going to send you top
crazy.
quality cones.
Oh, I went crazy with incense for a long time. I've actually been thinking about, just maybe getting back into it because I have a crap ton of them. I did. I went crazy. I actually got on a first name basis with the customer service lady at Ganesh.
Hmm.
Um, and uh, we would just sit there and chat and talk. Um, Ganesh uh, uh, is a incense company, and they make all these different. And I don't know. I guess I'd found their website or whatever, and I mean, I was just ordering like crazy. I have like a container full of just packs of incense sticks. Um, and so yeah, I was thinking, you know what,
Oh,
it might make my house smell nice if I started burning incense again.
well, if and anytime I go to the Renaissance Festival, I'll get the really big cones because I have this guy that sits over here. Let's see if I can get him. He sits on top of cones.
Okay.
Isn't he cool?
So,
You know, little dragon, and he sits on top of them.
oh, okay. So it comes
So
out like his eyes and
yeah,
shit.
it comes out his nose, his
Oh,
little nose holes.
okay. All right. I
Isn't he
get it.
cute?
Yeah, he's cute.
I got him at the Renaissance Festival too.
Speaking of the Ren Fest, y'all.
Yep, yep. Tell him about your friend and my friend.
And and so here's the do y'all watch? Hey, anybody here watching Loki? Anybody here got Disney Plus watching Loki? Anybody into the whole? That's the Marvel universe. Because we like superhero movies over here. We like Marvel. We like DC. Um, we like superhero movies. Um, so the last episode of Loki, episode 2, in the very first couple of minutes, my friend Brian Thompson has a cameo because they filmed it. They filmed Loki here in Georgia, and they used the site of the Georgia Renaissance Festival to film because there's a time thing, the time jump thing that happens, and They say it's set in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, in 1985, but it was actually filmed here at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. And my friend Brian, who created the character of Ick the Troll. Oh crap! My I forgot to plug my headset in last night, and so it's dying. Hang on. Got to be tethered now. All right. Um. Anyway, so when you see, if you watch the first couple minutes of, you wait until the end of the season. Okay. Well, then I will go ahead and I will just show you a picture because I couldn't believe it. I took a picture of the TV because I didn't. I should have gone to his page first. Um, because I saw and I went, is that Brian? Then I rewound it and I looked again and it was like, oh my gosh, that's Brian. Um,
Can't deny the things.
well, I mean, it was Ick the Troll, and that's just the thing. I mean, it's not like Ick the Troll is a character that is standard. Like any Renaissance festival you go to, you're going to have fairies, you're going to have Scotsmen, you're going to have wenches. Like those are standard characters. Okay, you're going to
Yeah.
have a king and a queen and jesters and knights and those are pretty standard across all Renfesses. Renfesses? Renfesses.
Rimfested.
Um, so so in the first couple of minutes, this is looks like minute 2 minutes and 17 seconds in. This is my friend Brian.
Focus.
It's not going to. This is a shitty camera. Um, but there's my friend Brian. He created this character himself back in, God. I've known this guy since college. Okay, I met him well, it wasn't my first year of college, but because I went to a different college the first year, but my second year of college, I started a new college, and he and I met like the first week I was there. He was the like the computer lab monitor, um, and I was taking computer classes. So like he was the guy who like kind of like kept the equipment, like he kept the you had to buy if you wanted to print something, you had to like pay 10 cents for a printout kind of thing. So
I remember
um
those days.
yeah, so like he had the printer and the monitor, and he was of course there if anybody had problems, he could fix them and whatnot. So um at the now back then he was a Scotsman because he does have Scottish heritage, and he was very very proud of his Scottish heritage. Um, he told me all about that. That's when I started going to the Renfest because I'd never even really thought about going to the Renfest before. So I started going to the Renfest, and I started hanging out with Rennie people and started making friends with a bunch of Rennie people, and started like hanging out at the after parties and doing the overnight stays. And, you know how it goes when you start hanging out with Rennie people. And but yeah, so then he created the character of Ick the Troll, and he designed his costume, and he made his costume and everything, and they loved it at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. He actually stopped doing the Georgia Renaissance Festival a while back.
Mm-hmm.
He moved to the Tennessee Renfest, and he was doing that, or I guess I don't know if it's considered Tennessee or Chattanooga, but I mean, same thing. Um, and I know he did some traveling to other Renfests, but it definitely originated here at GARF at
Which
Garf.
is where I met him.
It was funny. I sent her that picture, and she goes, "Oh my God, I know that guy." Everybody knows Ick the Troll, okay?
Yep. Yep. Cool guy.
So yeah, that was a fun surprise to see my friend Brian, and who I've known, like most people who know him as Ick the Troll. I know him way before Ick the Troll came along, so I'm an OG friend, okay?
Yeah, I told her, I said, it's not like he even know my name or anything, but yeah, chill
No,
together. It was
I'm
cool.
an OG. I'm like I said, I'm pre-Ick.
Pretty ick. All right. So I need to put the label so no
This
one.
guy would do it was so funny. This guy, I was telling her too, this guy, he would throw these epic parties. He lived with his dad in downtown Atlanta, near the zoo, actually. And he said it was hell trying to get sleep during lion mating season. Have y'all ever heard what cats sound like when they mate?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, okay, But do you meet people in the audience? You guys know what cats sound? They sound kind of like a crying baby that's pissed off. I mean, it's last night. Great Test last night. Yeah, yeah. So cats are ridiculously loud and obnoxious when they have sex. So
Much like me.
that's
Not that I would remember because.
I can attest to that. But okay, but
Y'all, I'll live to throw her off, okay?
that was so much more
It's like my
information than I was
goal.
going to share. Um, but okay, so now, so you guys know that, yeah, like a choking a drowning baby. That's a good way to describe it. Okay, so that noise comes from two 10 to 12 pound cats. Now imagine two cats that each weigh 600 to 800 pounds.
And roar.
Yeah. So you can imagine what they sound like when they mate. And he said it was just impossible to even get sleep when it was lion mating season. However, it was a very, very cool, very old, rustic house that was in downtown. That was his dad's house, and he would throw these epic parties, and he would make these ridiculously rich, thick cheesecakes that everybody loved. I couldn't eat them. They were too rich. They were so like I mean they settled like a rock in your stomach. They were so dense and just overly cheesecakey. I mean it was not that they weren't good. They were just so they were extra. They were just so extra. And then he would put chocolate chips in one. And it just was over the top extra.
Mm.
He made a caramel one once. That one was pretty good. The caramel one wasn't too bad, but chocolate chips one is. He actually did a video for video class once where he uh, compared making his cheesecake to the invasions of World War II.
Okay.
He would talk about the Axis powers and what was the other one? There's Axis powers with the bad guys. Okay, and we were the oh my God, come on, we're World War II history here. There's the Axis powers and the
Allies.
um, Alliance
Allies.
Allies, right? The Allies, and so he was in. But it was funny when he went to crack the eggs. He had all the eggs. Um, he colored on them, and he he put like Nazi flags on four of the eggs, and then on the one egg he put like a bad haircut and a mustache, and he said, "Notice the particularly bad egg in the front."
That's awesome.
And then when he was done making the cake, he said, "So now we've completed World War II. It's all over and done." And he says, "But now our next step is," and he walks over to his fridge and he opens his refrigerator and there's a sign on it that says, "The Cold War." And that was the next step was
Of
the
course
Cold
it
War.
is.
Usually you got to stick that bad boy in the fridge for a day.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Mm.
it was a pretty good. I think I have that somewhere. It's it's like on VHS tape. He made me a
God.
copy. Actually, it might even be on a Betamax tape.
Oh my God.
I can't
Man, my
remember
dad
now.
thought beta was going to be the shit. He was convinced that was going to be the way that everybody went. He was
Yeah, we
wrong.
were fortunate. We went VHS. I mean, Dad debated over which one we should get, but he went VHS. Oh, I don't know why the ball keeps giving up on life. That's not cool.
What ball?
The disco
Oh, your
ball.
disco balls?
Yeah. Um. Well, there was. Wait, was it considered Betamax? There was. Was Betamax tapes bigger?
No, the VHS was bigger.
Okay,
That's why
this
he
is a
thought beta would
the
go.
tape. I think it was something that we used in editing
Hi,
because we
Harry.
have video editing. Hi, Harry. Video editing class. It was like a different version of a tape that we used for video editing. I don't remember. College was a long time ago, y'all.
Right?
I mean, it really was. Talk about I've slept since then. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What did I graduate? I graduated in '98.
Right. Yeah, I was going through when I went to the Rim Fest, uh, what, a couple of months ago now. I was going through all my shirts to decide which one I was going to wear, and I found. So I go to the Rim Fest every year, except for last year because it wasn't open. But every year I go to the Rim Fest, and I always get a T-shirt. And so I've got a lot of Rim Fest T-shirts. And the oldest one I have found, I know I have an older one, but the one I have found in my drawer right now is from 1994.
Wow.
And I have gone every year. They used to do two a year. They do spring and fall.
I
Now,
made a when I was in video class, I made a documentary. So since I had the in, I was able to interview the director at the time. Very nice lady named Kathy, who once was who played Anne Boleyn, and there was actually in the haunted house thing there was a replica of her head on the wall. Because, as you know, Anne Boleyn's character did not last forever.
so did.
So, I was Grey Tower. Made up some base today. 500 mils of PGVG and 21 fecking Nick shots. Stupid regulations. It's more dangerous messing with 21 little bottles than just messing with 100 milligram Nick. I agree with you, Grey Tower. I'm assuming you are in the UK? Yes? And if that is the case, then I know the UK, the TPD says you can't have more than 24 milligrams. No, 20 milligrams. However, I know a lot of people who managed to get hold of 72 milligram stuff. So, are there any other, say, UK people? Are you in Ireland, not Northern Ireland? Is she not part of the UK? That's a very big distinction, folks. You have to understand Ireland is broken up into two countries. The Northern Ireland is part of the UK. Ireland is a separate country. It's not part of the United Kingdom. And it's an important distinction. Don't make the mistake. They don't like it. Um, but the TBD still would hold, I would imagine. Cork, South Side. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 So I guess the TPD would still stand because the TPD is a part of all of Europe or the European Union. Um, so if you are unable to get your hands on 72 milligram stuff, that really sucks, and I'm sorry. Maybe you could, if you have any friends in the UK, see if maybe they can get hold of some 72 milligram stuff to send to you because um, working with 20 milligram stuff, that has to suck. Just saying, that has got to suck.
Indeed.
Um, yeah, no, mm-mm, not happening. You have cousins in Scotland. Well, then, yeah, you should, I don't know, maybe talk to some other like vaping UK people and see where they're getting their 72 milligram stuff. Um, and see if maybe they can pick some up for you and mail it to you because that would be so much easier to work with than the 20 milligram stuff. That sucks. What you doing?
Stretching my arms and relaxing my shoulders. I've been wallpapering all day.
She has been wallpapering. Her bathroom is looking smexy.
Yeah, it's coming along.
She's gonna get her house all fixed up and then not want to move, which I'm okay with. You just need to stay right here in Atlanta,
uh,
'cause I ain't having it. You don't need to be moving.
well, the problem is my mom won't move here, and her crazy ass, she won't slow down either. So I got to get her to a place where she can slow down.
Why won't she move here?
There's, well, she's got several different reasons, but mainly for tax reasons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So apparently, and I did not know this, not every state makes you pay state income tax.
Exactly.
Who knew? Apparently, Florida is one of them states.
Yeah.
Well, is Alabama too?
I know, but it's much less,
Okay.
and she doesn't have any of the. I don't know. They have some kind of senior thing that goes on, or she doesn't hardly have to pay anything.
Isn't she retired?
My mother is never going to retire. She delivers pizza for Domino's. I just got her to stop driving her 18-wheeler, what, 5 years ago? Not even.
Well, that's why I thought she retired after that, but no.
No.
Because I was gonna say, if she's retired, she ain't paying taxes anyway.
Nope. She works for Domino's. She makes more
Um,
money than me. It's ridiculous.
wow. Maybe you need to go work for Domino's.
Right?
The DoorDash thing, I honestly, guys, if you guys are interested in door dashing, you need to contact me or Peach, whichever one of us you like more. Not gonna offend me if you pick her over me.
Whatever. They are here on your channel for you. I am a byproduct.
But you need to contact one of us to give you a referral link because if you
Yeah.
do
I
200
mean, who doesn't
deliveries,
like extra money?
yeah,
You know?
200 deliveries in 2 months.
And
It's
David, no, David finished a month early. It's 3 months.
oh, he said 60 days.
You're
His
gonna
thing
listen to
says
David?
60. Well, okay.
No, it's I don't remember now, but he did finish a good 3 to 4 weeks early, so it's not hard to do.
And I mean, and I mean, he definitely um, invested time into it. He discovered that early mornings was a great time, and it helps if you live in a populated area. Okay,
Yeah,
but there's benefits and drawbacks to living in a very populated area. Obviously, in a populated area, you're going to have more people that are going to be placing orders on DoorDash, so there's going to be more work available. But you also like not getting mugged. Oh yeah, I've heard those stories too. Just say David does not go out unarmed. Just just pointing that out. Um, so but the problem though is if you're in an overly populated area like me, and you go out at a time whenever there's 8 million other Door Dashers out there also dashing. That's what they call it. You're dashing if you're out doing deliveries. You're competing. You're competing with these other people that are also in the same area. So, they're handing out the deliveries, but you may not get picked because, like I said, there's 8 million other people right there in your area that's also dashing. So he would go out in the early morning, like 5 or 6 in the morning, and dash until like 11 or noon, and he would go the whole time, just nonstop, constant. Um, he would get grocery deliveries. He would get, I mean, and sometimes people are just kind of stupid about it. Like, he delivered a Coke once. He literally went to McDonald's, picked up a Coke, and delivered it to a house. And like $6 was his cut.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's what
you
I'm
know,
saying. They pay good,
he delivered a smoothie once too. I was like, that had to have been a $20 smoothie.
right? Mm.
Mine, mine, mine.
That's
But he would,
awesome.
yeah. So he found that the best way to go out, at least around here,
What do you got? Come here.
I don't know what it's like over on your side of town.
Oh, it's just as bad. Yeah, it's busy, busy, busy.
But if you do enough, like if you do, oh hi,
Baby,
hi.
is that the only fish you caught?
I caught two,
Caught two, huh?
but I don't know how because it small baby crappie, big lure. I was trying to catch a bass. I got a few bites from bass, but they don't eat.
Yeah.
So I caught
Yeah.
crappie. It's National Fishing Day. I caught a fish.
Oh, there you go. All right.
But if you do enough deliveries during, or I don't know what the time frame is or what the requirements are for it, but if you do, like, you could be awarded the top dasher award, and if you are considered a top dasher, if you get the top dasher for like 2 weeks, they give you priority picks. They'll pick you over other people when you're logged in and you have deliveries. And there's no set time, there's no set schedule. You just decide when you want to go, and you log in, and they start giving you deliveries. When David did it, when he first signed up, he got the link from Peach. He signed up, and he said, well, and it was like a Sunday night. And he said, well, hell, let's see what happens. And he logged in. It was like midnight.
And it said,
Immediately. Immediately got a text. Hey, Cobra.
yeah, this is my area right now.
Wow, that's very red.
Yeah.
Red means super active.
Busy, busy, busy. If you
And
go dash by the airport, you get an extra $4 per trip.
mm-hmm. And so he started playing around with the promotions that they have, and signing up in different, like Duluth is actually very right close to us, and he found it was usually more active in Duluth. So he'd head over that way, and he could get a promotion where you get extra, $3 per delivery or whatever. But it's a pretty good. I know of a Deliveroo guy who has had his scooter stolen 4 times in a year. That
Hey, Cobra.
sucks. Holy crap. No, nothing like that has happened to David.
Mm-mm.
Although I did tell him he needs to have another key made, and he needs to like lock his doors when he gets out of the car. And
Yeah, I
if
keep
he
mine.
wants to leave the car running, he needs to lock his doors. And yeah,
Oh, no. I don't leave anything running.
yeah,
But
'cause
I leave my keys attached to my pocket. Belt loop. And I just give it. Hey, Cobra, what's up?
yeah, I have heard horror stories of people ordering DoorDash, and then you show up and they like steal your car and or mug
Oh,
you.
one of the girls in the Facebook group that I'm on said that a guy had her bring it like in the house, and he snatched her. Like she had to fight to get away. Kind of snatched him.
Mm.
Like looks like people are messed up.
Yeah, like I said, David does not go out unarmed. So
Yeah.
I mean, he's which is something I used to say to her all the time too when she was doing the Uber and Lyft thing. I was like, you have protection, right? I mean, like somebody get in your car and like
Yeah.
I mean they
It's
could
stupid.
hurt you. So she had her protection with her. So because I was like, it's not cool. You don't know who's you're picking up. It's not like they do background checks on these people.
Nope. That they don't.
I don't like the world that we live in.
It's
It
pretty
really is.
fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up. Like it's not right. Like how much worse is it gonna have to get before it starts to get better? Cause it's pretty bad.
I don't know that it will. At least
I
not in
mean,
my lifetime.
it's supposed to get better. It's supposed to get better. Like if you believe the Bible, it's supposed to get better for a while.
Well, I mean, we've still got people thinking that color of skin matters. So people
Yeah,
don't like change.
but it is changing. Everything is changing, and not necessarily for the better. I mean, it's just
That's true.
I see just video after video after video of these people. I mean, they just lose their shit
Mm-hmm.
over stupid shit. When you're going off on some teenager working the cash register at McDonald's. What? Why?
Yeah.
Like why?
So here's the thing, and I do not want to offend anybody in the chat or
I
whatever.
have a hard time believing you offend anybody, but okay.
You'd be surprised. We got an email today that our company, now we closed half a day today for Juneteenth.
Was that today?
That was today. We closed for half a day today. Okay. Um, but we got an email today.
Oh, for those people over that are not in America, and I'm not even totally sure what it is, explain what Juneteenth is a new
Juneteenth
holiday.
is now a national holiday. It is the day that slavery officially ended.
Okay.
Not the day that everybody ended it, but it's the day that it officially ended.
The day the Emancipation Proclamation was signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Juneteenth. Um, and we also got an email today that said that our um, our company as a whole is firmly in support of anybody who wants to put their pronouns in their signature.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Whatever. But then they went on to say that there won't be any judgment passed on those of you who don't, which I read as we totally judging your ass if you don't put something in your profile. And then it said, and it's okay if you don't want to put your pronouns in there, you know, because it's too sensitive or what. And I'm going, okay, if you have to put this many
Caveats.
explanations or caveats on what you're allowing us to do, why are you even bothering? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I get why it's a thing for people who where it definitely matters. I get that. What I don't get is why is
Why
this
did they
written
have to put out a
down?
company-wide memo about it?
Yeah, why make it a thing? Why not just say if you want to, you can. We support you. And leave it at that. Like we don't need all the extra, you know?
Extra, extra. Yeah. I
Just
mean, it's definitely is a sensitive topic.
say it's okay and move on.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, and that's
I'm
why I think people that's why I think there's still such an issue and a problem is because people are going too far to say it's okay if you don't. We know it's okay if I don't. Like, oh, I don't get it. I don't get it.
So Dyer says it's an easy solution. There are no rules on the pronoun definitions. Come on, Peach, you have it in you.
It's just stupid. And
Yeah, I'm not. I, and I will say, right up front, and this might offend somebody, and I'm sorry if it does. I don't understand. Not that I'm offended by it, not that I have a problem with it. I just don't understand the whole they, them, and their pronoun.
yeah,
Like I
need to wrap my
don't
head around it.
understand that. I can't bring my. I mean, I don't know anybody who. Well, not I don't. There's nobody I know of. I suppose there might be somebody, but nobody I can think of that prefers those pronouns. But I don't know that I could even like remind myself to use them if I did. Like
Right.
it's because it's just weird. Like it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow out in regular conversation. It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
They, them, and theirs are is plural.
Right. That's how
There
I feel.
is plural. And you are not a plural person. You are a singular person.
Exactly. It breaks
So
language. Exactly.
yeah, and so I very much have like one of my biggest pet peeves is like I will joke around and talk, in slang, but in a joking manner.
Hmm.
But I'm still going to speak on a regular basis. I'm going to speak in proper English because English is my first language, and that's what I do. I mean, that's my language, you know, and so yeah, improper language actually drives me nuts.
Mhm.
If it's not an obvious joke, right? Like
Right.
obviously, if it's a joke, fine, I get it. It poetic license, right?
Right.
Um, but mm, yeah, when I see people who post stuff in an obvious they don't know how to speak English way,
Mhm.
it's like
Nails on a chalkboard. Drives me.
Okay, now what language is your first language? Because yeah, gender, that's the other thing. Most languages, English is not one of them, but most languages are gendered, whereas like different things. And I took French in high school and I didn't take it for very long, so I don't remember much, but I remember that everything has a gender assigned to it. It's either
Mhm.
feminine or masculine, right? It's either le or la. And in Spanish, I can't remember what it is, but it's there's Spanish has gendered inanimate objects
Yep.
are all
Been
gendered.
my hardest obstacle learning French.
And I remember asking my teacher, is there some sort of guideline to let you know, like if it's a word that you've are just learning, how do you know if it's masculine or feminine? And she said there is no guideline. You just have to learn it. So I mean, I don't know. Is scissors masculine or feminine? Is a piece of paper masculine or feminine? Like I don't
Mhm.
know. You just have to
Exactly.
learn it. Spanish and French are pretty harsh on this whole concept because even a table, yeah, everything has a gender, but there's no rhyme or reason as to what's feminine and what's masculine. Like I said, in French, it's either le or la. Uh, you know,
I'm just
most
gonna
of the
start saying, "Hey, you."
right,
Just
most of the times, and I know in French, most of the times when you put the lay or la in front of something, they usually drop the vowel and just put an apostrophe there because it helps the language to flow better, especially if the noun starts with a vowel, because it doesn't sound right to say, la something. You would say la something.
yeah.
And yes, German is a gendered language as well. So yeah, most of history female is specifically female, and male terms are people in general.
True.
And yeah, that's right. You could just solve the problem by using their name and that thing. Hi, Luke. Luke. We're actually discussing the whole gender. It's a for a hot topic. We're discussing the whole gender thing. Whereas in a lot of not okay, I don't want to say a lot of languages, but definitely the um, French, Spanish, German, Italian, I would imagine too. Italian's probably they have. Whereas there is a gender assignment to inanimate objects. And there isn't really a rhyme or reason as to what gender those could be, but you just have to learn it when you learn the language, and how that kind of goes against this whole gender hot topic where people are deciding what their gender is, and like what I point out is the one that I just can't get behind is the whole they them theirs pronouns, because that's a plural thing and a person is a singular thing. So Greek is gendered too. Nice.
You knew.
I haven't either, Munchkin. I haven't met anybody yet who prefers to go. I mean, I know of people who, like, my son had a girlfriend at one point who decided she was non-binary, and I think that she I don't know if she wanted to go by they them theirs after that, but I never met her, so he doesn't have that girlfriend anymore. Hey, asshole! See, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Greek. Oh, so Greek does male, female, and neutral. Okay. See, that was something that was very difficult for me to get behind or to understand when I took French, Luke, was because it's English. English is not a gendered language. So just having to just learn what things are,
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't just learn the name of that thing. You have to know what gender to assign to it. And it was just like, and there's just no rhyme or reason to it. It's not like wooden things are always male. Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't think they prefer to be called it's. Although that's what we call babies before we know what the gender they are, right? Before you get that sonogram and find out their gender, we say, you know, the baby's an
Yeah.
it.
That's see now that is something I could get behind
Being called
because
it.
it's not a plural.
I mean, I could get behind it,
He,
yeah, but
she, or it.
but they
I
don't
mean that
like it. And they don't like it because it objectifies them, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know anybody who prefers those, so I don't know.
I don't either. But I can now announce my pronouns in my signature.
Do you?
No.
And that's
No.
okay. And that's
Yeah, and it's
okay.
okay that I'm not going to. Yeah.
You've seen some folks that can be described as what the fuck is and oi. I do like oi. Oi. Oi works too. But it's you don't yeah, we don't people well, I mean maybe if you're Jewish people say oi. That's part of
Yeah.
their vernacular. Oi. I will say oi sometimes actually, and I'm not Jewish. I don't know. Is that cultural appropriation?
I think it
Oi.
is. Yeah. But I wish there was a way that people who don't have a certain struggle, I wish there was a totally safe place to go and talk about it, you know,
Yeah.
without people getting offended, without people getting mad, because that all that's going to do is shut doors. If
Yeah.
there was just a place where somebody could go, hey, I don't get it, explain it to me. And
And I
then,
think that
you know,
yeah, I agree with you because I feel that I actually had that. I was 16 when I met my first gay person, and she was awesome. She was really awesome. She understood that I had never met a gay person before, and I had questions, a lot of them. And I wanted to know. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to understand how she came to this conclusion. Like, I wanted to know how she, what was her journey to get there, and what, like, different mundane things like in my life as compared to different mundane things in her life, and the way
hmm
that she saw them and interpreted them and whatnot. And she had a girlfriend that she lived with, and they had three other roommates that were also lesbians. So there were five girls living in one house, but they were the only couple. And and I would go over and hang out, and I mean, they thought I was cool. They never tried to hit on me or anything. It wasn't like that. It was just fun to hang out with them, and I got a lot of my questions answered, and I got a lot of insight and acceptance. And I think that really helped shape me for the rest of my life, actually, that I
hmm
had such this wonderful experience, with the first gay friend I ever had.
hmm
Because I mean, I love gay people. I love gay people. I love hanging out with them. I love talking to them. I First thing I ask when I meet a gay person is I ask them to tell me their coming out story because they're all different and they're all wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, they're not all wonderful, but
Right.
some of them are terrible actually. But I mean, they're all just so different and insightful, and I love
Interesting.
hearing their coming out stories.
Yeah. And I mean, it's as a straight female, there's a lot of things that I have never been, I have never felt oppressed, because I'm female or because I'm
Really?
straight.
Never?
No.
Oh, I have.
I mean, as a teenager, yeah, for sure. But I don't know if that was female or if that was just teenager. So, but I've never, I mean, I haven't had the fight, haven't had to deal with the fight. And it is taking me a really long time to become the the ally that I feel that I am now. It's taken a long
I
time to
am
really
really
get it.
surprised because you were in the IT industry that you never felt the female oppression. Because plenty of times I have. I mean, okay, let me, here, this is a story. Since I tell you this. All right. So I worked for one company, Matthews, okay, but we had a client, you may have heard of them, called Kimberly Clark. It's a big medical supply company, and they had this huge project coming up. So instead of them constantly communicating with us, they decided to put me on site at Kimberly Clark so that I could work with them exclusively and get this project done in time, okay? And so here it was, and I don't know if you know anything about big corporations, but a lot of times whenever they have a project like this, they'll allot a certain amount of money, a budget for the project, right? And but that money is only there for a limited amount of time, okay? And at some point there's a deadline. If you haven't used all the money by this point, they take the money back, all right?
Yeah.
So it was coming up, like there was like a month left, and we weren't, and I mean, we were scrambling to get it all done, but we weren't sure exactly how much money we were going to need. So we kind of wanted to reserve it and make sure that we had it in time. So um, they asked me to come up with an estimate as to how much was left in the project to be billed for. Okay, so I went through all the projects that were still needed to be completed, and got a quote. Called my company at Matthews, and I said, okay, this is how many items still need to come through. I need a quote. So I got a quote, and the quote was like, I think it was around $54,000. Okay. So they sent the quote over, but somehow, somewhere along the way, the quote got misinterpreted as a bill instead of a quote. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're used to a one item of this project would come through and it would run them around $1,000 to $1,200, right? And so they're used to their billing department was used to paying these $1,000 to $1,200 per item, and then all of a sudden they get this bill for $54,000, and they're like, where the fuck did that come from, right?
Right.
So I know, doesn't she have great skin, Mr. Christopher's?
That was funny.
What kind of IT? She was tech support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so they get this bill for like $54,000, and they of course sent it to the manager of the department I was working with at Kimberly Clark, and they said, well, what the fuck is this? And okay, so Dwayne, that was the guy who was the manager of the department, the packaging department that I worked for. He came to me and he said, what is this bill for? And I was all like, hell if I know, that's crazy, right? And so I called Matthews and I talked to them, and I figured out what it was. It was that quote that he had asked for, right? And I went to him to explain to him that this wasn't a bill, this was the quote that he asked for. And he was like, I don't care. He goes, I don't care. You just need to fix it. And I was like, okay. So I went back to my desk, and that day, my immediate boss from Matthews would come and visit me about once a week. It usually came on, I think it was Tuesdays, just to check in, make sure that they're happy, make sure that everything is working good, and they don't have any complaints, and that I'm doing my job. So it was a Tuesday, so I knew Tony was coming in, and Tony came in, and I said, okay, I said, here's the problem. I said, I'm not exactly sure how to fix this. I was like, but here's what's going on. And I told him exactly what I told Dwayne, like word
Mhm.
for word. This is the situation. This is what Dwayne's upset about. And I tried to explain it to him, but he didn't want to hear it from me. So Tony goes into Dwayne's office, and 10 minutes later, he comes back to my cubicle. He goes, okay, it's all taken care of. And I said, what did you tell him? He goes, I told him exactly what you told me. I said, so he just didn't want to hear it from a woman.
Mm.
He said, probably. It's like, wow, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the first time I've experienced something like that. Like I've definitely felt the whole I don't want to deal with a woman
Mm.
thing before, plenty of times. And being even running Higgy Sigs, when it came out to doing sales and whatnot, they don't want to deal with a woman.
Yeah.
That's why I would send David.
Yeah, no, I never. And I mean, maybe it's the narcissistic part of me. I don't know. But here's the thing. I
How
truly,
are you? How can you put me and narcissist in the same sentence?
it was joking, but um, I honestly, truly don't give a fuck what people say or think about me. I never have,
No, she really
and
doesn't.
a lot of people can't comprehend that. But I will literally do me and let you deal with it because I don't give a fuck. So maybe I've just been blind to it because I didn't give a fuck. So maybe I have been, just didn't know it. I don't
That's
know.
possible. That is possible. But yeah, Munchkin feels it. She says that happens to her all the time. You know, somebody calls and asks questions to her, but they don't want to hear this business end of things from her.
Right.
They want to hear it from her boss, even though he's telling them exactly what she said word for word.
And he probably wouldn't have known it unless she said it.
No,
You know?
I mean Tony had no idea what was going on in that situation. He
Yeah.
walked into it absolutely blind because I didn't go to him for the quote. He wasn't the quote guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody else at my offices in Marietta that did the quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So I had called her and got the quotes from her. Um, so yeah, Tony wasn't the quote guy. So he had no idea that this was going on. He walked
Yeah.
into it completely blind. I explained the situation to him. He went and parroted back exactly what I had tried to tell Dwayne just an hour before, and Dwayne was fine with it.
Mr. Crispers, how have you been, darling?
Hi.
Thank you for saying you missed me. I missed you too. I
And that
actually
you got
do miss
younger.
passing.
That you got younger. She has great skin, doesn't she? This is why we're
It's the,
besties.
it's the smoothies. It's the smoothies. And my
It's that
lotion, of
no, it's that
course.
lotion, guys. Guys,
It's absolutely lotion.
if you don't have Lenny Lotions by Kimber, look at this. This bottle's almost empty. I have it upside down, so it. But if you don't have any lotions by Kimber, you got to get you some. It's good stuff, man. It's good
It's
stuff.
that,
It's
and it's about to have its own office. I'm so excited. So my kid is going off to college, and I've already ordered the wallpaper that I'm gonna cover his.
party at Peaches.
Yeah, right. And that's in the house. Um, but yeah, so I painted his room years ago when it's looking for my you were not right. And that was confidential. Anyway, um,
Shh, you're not supposed to tell anybody that.
so but he wanted a
You
UGA
notice
room.
he said about you and not me.
Right? He wanted a UGA room. Well, knowing how kids are and they change their name about as much as they change their socks, or change their minds. So I was not going to put UGA on there, but I did it in UGA colors, so it would be
Which is
masculine, and
black,
then he
white, and
could
red, y'all.
decorate
Just
with
saying.
whatever.
If you're not a Georgia native, you may not know that. But UGA is the University of Georgia. Their
Yeah,
colors are black, white, and red. Actually, black, silver, and red, isn't
black,
it?
silver, and red. Yeah.
Black, silver, and red.
So when I painted his room gray, and it's got a huge red stripe going right across the middle of the room, and then two little thin black stripes on top of that. And then of
On
course
top and
he put
bottom.
up, yeah. And then of course he put up his, UGA paraphernalia. So I've taken all the paraphernalia down, and I got, hang on, it's right here. I gotta get around the boxes. Jesus. Amazon. I got another one right here. I just ordered more ink. I got ink for my printer. But yeah, so my master plan, now that I'm gonna have 2 empty bedrooms, is the back bedroom. I'm going to finish up and Airbnb that bitch.
Are you really?
Yes, ma'am. Mama needs some money. Um,
That's crazy.
but the second bedroom, I'm going to cover the red stripe with this border.
Just one empty room, Munchkin. Isn't that pretty?
And it's big enough to where there will be like this much black across the top and the bottom.
Nice.
Like just a thin stripe.
Nice. So you don't even have to prime over that crap. Okay, nice.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it'll look like a real border and everything. And then once I have that in place, and I fix all of the little random holes and shit that he's made in there, I'm gonna move all of my lotion shit that's here in this room in there. It's all going in there. And if there is room,
because y'all, she lives in that little 3x3 area that she lives there.
Yeah,
she has a whole house, and she never goes anywhere except for that little 3x3 area that she's sitting in right now. Okay.
Shut up. Fucking dog.
But she says she falls asleep in that chair half the time.
It's so comfortable though. Why you
I'm so glad that you like that. She got that chair from us.
I did. I totally stole the chair. But yeah, so I'm moving all my lotion shit into that room. And if there's still room left, I'm gonna move my yarn shit. Y'all see this yarn shit? I got yarn shit. You see that?
Y'all, she let me come over and just like pillage yarn. Yeah. I took a giant box of yarn home.
Wait, awesome. Now I'm fucked up the camera.
No, she doesn't potty in the 3x3 area. She does get up to go potty. But I mean,
no, but it's right there. I mean, I don't have to go far.
Yeah, it's not far away, but she sits there. She watches stuff on her computer, like she watches live streams on her computer. She crochets there. She works there. She mixes there. She eats there. Like she just.
There's my space.
I did pillage Peach. I pillaged Peach's yarn collection.
You pillaged and plundered.
Told me I could come over and do it, and I kept saying I don't want to take all this, and she was like, "Well, you fuck." She goes, "If you say that one more time, you're not getting anything."
So I had a friend of mine come gift me. Let's see, there were 4 large moving boxes full of yarn. Bye, Deborah.
We do need to say goodbye and let's send.
Oh, it's 7:59. Yes, we do. Holy crap!
Time. We got to say goodbye, guys. You know what?
Right,
y'all put the chat. Y'all put the link in the here. Put Scuba. You put your link in the room, or Munchkin put the link in the room. We got to say goodbye because it's time to head on over to Scuba's channel and hang out with him for the next 2 hours.
Indeed.
So, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. We should probably be quiet because he's going to start the show up here in a minute.
Just stay quiet.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Okay, there we go.
Don't we hear you now?
Let me see if I got everything else set right this time. Besides the, where's OBS at? There it is. Let me see about my main picture. This is going to be all jet. No, it's perfect. Wow, look at there. What's this? Nope. Oh, they're already typing in my damn channel. Why? Boy, if you're 1 second late, they don't care. All right, let me go back to the splash screen. And you don't have to be quiet because my audio don't even start until I go to my main picture. So let's hit start streaming.
Well, I'm going to jump out and go